Minister Ashkenazi, honorable ambassadors, distinguished guests, I'm excited to kick off this event, 3 signing ceremonies between Israel and 3 different countries. Another agreement has just been signed now in India. This is a special day, as we rarely have a few agreements with different countries in Asia signed on the same day. I wish to call Minister Ashkenazi to give his remarks. Mr. Minister, please.
Good morning, Ambassador, Madam Ambassador. Great to see you once again. It's almost became a routine to meet you almost every other week. And I'm glad for the opportunity to sign today on 3 bilateral agreements with India, Thailand, and Nepal. Those agreements, as the others that will follow, reflects the relationship between all the countries on both, mostly on the bilateral and regional relationship, and will enhance both countries, will promote mutual investment, trade, commerce, tourism, and hopefully will create new jobs in every other country. Promoting the economy is one of the objectives of all of us, and that's one of the main targets that we took in this office. We are, needless to say, in a very challenging era, fighting the pandemic and facing or dealing with economic challenge, not to say even crisis. And it's a perfect time to try to help the economies of our countries, to help our people, our businessmen, to promote and facilitate opportunities for them to prosper. I think that's the main objective. I'm glad that we signed with India today a cooperation on cultural agreement. It's, I think it's one of the series of agreements that we have. It will be followed by water agreement, water technology program agreement in India with our ambassador in Delhi. And that's will announce on the cultural side to do mutual production with the famous, biggest probably movie industry in the world. We are very exciting, and that's might have another contribution to the economy, even with tourism and mutual joint production. With Nepal, it's agreement of on mutual visa exemption for holder of diplomatic passport that will ease and facilitate movement of diplomats for both countries. And this is not the only one. We're just dealing right now with other agreements, and I'm glad that we are on the way to finalize the caregivers agreement with Nepal as well. So thank you very much for promoting and helping us. With Thailand, this is, I think, the second agreement on my watch, but not the second as a whole. And this air transport agreement, as we are getting after the pandemic, as lay out the infrastructure that businessmen, tourism will be more easy between Thailand and Israel. And it will improve the service that we provide to both travel and businessmen from both countries. And will I think increase the demand for flying from Thailand to Tel Aviv and from Bangkok to Tel Aviv. And we're looking forward to such an event. We have other agreement with your region, and we are looking to finalize an agreement with Vietnam, free trade agreement, and as well as other. We just signed the agriculture agreement with Thailand, as we mentioned. Altogether, I'm very glad and pleased that we can translate and reflect our relationship to more tangible, beneficial for all countries, and to the mutual interests of us. So I'm very glad on the occasion. I want to thank all the ambassadors, your staff, and you personally for promoting this agreement, and the ones who are on the way. I want to congratulate the people of the staff of the Israeli foreign minister, all the branches that are involved, the Asia, the Asia Pacific department, the legal department, the consular department, the economic department, and all the staff in our embassies in Nepal, India, and Thailand. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Before the signing of the protocol on amendments of the Air Services Agreement with Thailand, I wish to call to the podium Ambassador Chandra Ramya to say a few words. Ambassador, please.
Your Excellency, Mr. Gabi Ashkenazi, Minister of Foreign Affairs, distinguished colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, Bokoto, Sawadika. I'm pleased and honored to meet Your Excellency once again after our successful signing ceremony of the agreement on the recruitment of Thai workers in the Israeli agricultural sector last month. It is my privilege to be here today on behalf of the Royal Thai government to sign the protocol between our two countries on amendments for air services between and beyond their respective territories, which would further strengthen our bilateral relations, connect our people, and increase our trade, investment, and tourism for the years to come. The last few months have been a time of many challenges, while everyone and every country are adjusting to the so-called new normal. I wish to reiterate Thailand's commitment to deepen and enhance our cooperation with Israel in all fields and at all levels. I would also like to invite our Israeli friends to make use of our prime location as the investment and transportation hub. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to express my appreciation to everyone from the Thai and Israeli sides who have taken part in and contributed to the successful conclusion of this protocol. My gratitude also goes to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Israel, our wonderful host. While hard times are upon us, but I believe that we are moving towards better days when the world is not so distant, when the skies are open and ready to bring us closer. We will see each other again, and Thailand will be ready to welcome you back. Todaraba, ขอบคุณค่ะ
One without the mask.